What is up, Gear Squad? Chaingear here, bringing you another video. And today is the day that you are going to watch our top 10 most anticipated games.
Is it the last Holla at Your Holidays video?
It is the last possible Holla at Your Holidays video.
And do you know how you could have been notified that all these came out?
Or maybe get notified for the next videos coming out in 2017.
The hint is in the word.
Notifications. Mm-hmm. Right next to the subscription button. Mm-hmm. And you haven't pressed that yet. I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
How'd you get here?
There is a notification button. Just click it, it's a little bell, and you'll be notified when I'm streaming, when we got some new content, and all that good stuff. Top 10, guys. Top 10 most anticipated games of 2017. 17. It's only 10. I'm not cheating this time. And if you guys don't get that reference, then check out some of our other videos that won't be in the eye above.
You're actually not cheating this time.
Maybe.
There are 10 bullet points.
Yeah, but I might be cheating. I might got some bullet points up my sleeve.
Okay.
Let's just get right into it. There will be video down below for you guys to check out the games that we're talking about. I'm excited. You're excited. Let's get right to it. Peaches, what is your 10th most anticipated game of 2017?
Injustice 2! Injustice 2!
Injustice 2.
Injustice 2.
Do you guys know what Injustice is?
Injustice, made by, oh my god, what's the name of their Mortal Realms Combat,
Injustice!
What was it? What's the name of their studio?
The guys that make Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. It's a, NetherRealm Studios. I had to dig
They used to be in Chicago.
Used to be in Chicago.
Oh, they
Sweet home Chicago. The first Injustice looked like crap. And I'm going to defend that until the day I die. It looked like crap. The character models looked like crap, but it was a great fighter. I had a lot of fun. There's not a lot of fighting games I'm good at. You know what I mean? Or that I'm willing to spend time with due to its complicated
Yeah, I don't
nature.
know what you mean. I think you might not spend time with.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Okay, I don't spend a lot of time. Like, there are games...
I'm actually really good at fighting games, but...
That's not true. I don't know when the Marvel vs. Capcom stream is going to go, but that's going to be...
This guy.
So, Injustice, I love DC Comics, but it's a little embarrassing to like DC Comics at the moment because of our really crap movies. Our crap movies. The movies are crap. They're very crap. But Injustice 1 was not crap. But they're making another one, and they have Supergirl, they have the Red Lantern, they have freaking Blue Beetle. If you want to know more about these characters, go subscribe to Comics Explained and look up his videos about all these other characters. But it looks better. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It's a next-gen exclusive title. Thank you very much, because Injustice was one of those things that came out on PS3. It came out on PS4 with the Ultimate Edition or whatever. But I'm just really looking forward to seeing how all these work. And it's always a fun ride with the anticipation for this game, because they always love teasing the characters one by one. Because what they do is that they tease a little bit of character, like, hey, you might know who it is, and then they have like a full 1 hour, 2 hour live stream to show you how the character works.
True.
So it's a really classy hype machine for what's looking like a really great game.
Well, that's a good choice.
Thank you.
I remember when Injustice 1 came out.
Yeah.
I played it.
Yeah.
We got it for free, I think.
You did get it for free.
Yeah, so I definitely played it. I think I beat it, beat the campaign or whatever. And then I was like, all right, I think I'm done. I don't like Mortal Kombat games, but I also remember going to like a convention one time, and it was right when the game came out, and like they were doing tournaments for it or something like that. Wow. I beat the first guy, and then I just got crushed. But
do you know who the guy that crushed you, who he was playing as?
No, not at all. This was years ago.
I thought you were to be like, yeah, it was Batman.
No, years ago.
Like a really horrible war story.
Injustice 2, though.
Injustice 2 is my pick.
Good choice. Here's my number 10. Now, if you guys have not seen our honorable mentions video, it's a good video.
Yes.
We talk about a whole bunch of games that we were, definitely anticipating, we're excited for. But these ones are our top 10, and it's games that, we actually want to play, right?
yes.
We're gonna, hopefully buy, really excited for, not just, anticipated to see how it goes, but, anticipated, I've been thinking about it quite a lot. And this game, surprisingly, will not leave my mind. And it is Gravity Rush 2. Gravity Rush 2. I beat Gravity Rush 1.
This is an excellent choice, I think.
Yeah. Gravity Rush 1, I beat. It was a Vita title. It is now remastered for the PS4. I keep wanting to buy it, but I know I'm not going to get to it.
Our girl Kat.
Yeah, Kat's awesome. I love Kat. I love the characters in the game. It was one of those ambiguous stories, just enough for me to sink my teeth into the gameplay, not get too attached, and just be able to play the game, enjoy it, and have fun. And now I'm going to be able to come back and dig myself deeper with the characters, and I'm just really excited for that. And so, yeah, Gravity Rush 2 has just been on my mind so much. Otherwise known as Gravity Days, in the Far East.
That title too.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful game. And this game is only for PlayStation 4, which I think is a good thing.
Yes.
Native to PlayStation 4. So it's being built from the ground up for PlayStation 4.
It has mechanics in a world that begs for the power of the PlayStation 4. Because it was extremely impressive on the Vita. I remember when I played Gravity Rush for the first time on my Vita. Just, you have the power to manipulate gravity, you're running along surfaces, you're flying throughout an entire city, and it's an incredible feeling. There's not a lot of other games that, deal with flight the way this does, which is really fun for me. Yeah. Because otherwise, flight in video games is just, you jump up, and you soar through the air. Yeah. Dragon Ball is not satisfying to fly in 3D space. Superhero games aren't satisfying in 3D space. Batman was very close to it, but Gravity Rush has this feeling of you actually, zipping through the wind, and I think it also has to do with her amazing hair physics. Yeah. Fun story, fun characters, and Kat is one of those anime girl protagonists that I really like because it's like hi, I'm really strong, I don't really care about what's going on, but I'm a decent human being, and she responds with a lot of sarcasm and stuff like that, and you don't really get to see that three-dimensionality in a lot of things outside of, really intense JRPGs.
Sure, yeah,
so,
agreed.
It's so great, and, I regret not putting it on my honorable mentions, definitely. This is an excellent choice. So, to have Bigger City, the two playable protagonists with the free DLC.
Raven. You get to play as Raven.
I'm really excited. And I can't wait to see the anime that comes out, too.
Yeah, so actually, fun fact, there's already, a kind of like an opening animation or a short animation, that I would definitely see if you can find. Right now, I believe it's only in Japanese, but hopefully it'll come out, for the US soon.
Not that Kat ever spoke English.
Yeah, no one speaks English or anything like that in the first game. It's all this cool made up language, but I'm really excited for the game. So don't wanna nerd your ears out too much. But check it out. Gravity Rush 1 remastered, already out. Gravity Rush 2, really excited for the PlayStation 4 this upcoming year. Peaches, your number 9.
My number 9. The number 9 is Berserk and the Band of the Hawk by Koei Tecmo Games. Berserk is up there among my favorite anime series, manga series of all time, ever. I love Berserk so much. And if there's a formula that really calls to what Berserk is, it's definitely the Dynasty Warriors formula. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't like Dynasty Warriors all that much, but our buddy Quincy, Fat Kid BBC, he loves them, and I just got him into Berserk. So he's like, hey, there's a co-op function. We'll just get the game together and we'll play through it. So to be able to have an anime game that I can play with someone else with a franchise that I really love is really cool to me. Now, the reason why it's even in my top 10 is strictly because I love the franchise so much and I've not been able to play a game from this franchise because the franchise is 30 years old. People are getting into it now because of the 2016 series, which isn't that great. So it's one of those things where it's a rare anime game that encompasses the entirety of the story up to the point now. Because even then with Naruto games or Dragon Ball Z is the only game that really does that. Not even One Piece games are cover the entire story.
No, they always start off at a specific point.
Or they do annoying things where they stop in the middle of the series and it's why when it's been finished for 10 years? Dragon Ball Z, why do you stop at the Cell Saga? I mean, I love you for it, but... So, Berserk and the Band of the Hawk, I think this is just a chance to really, I need to acknowledge the people who love license and are trying to make games for licenses that they love. Attack on Titan, like I said in my honorable mentions for the games that I loved in 2016. Yeah. But, because I didn't love this game, but I had to acknowledge that they really cared about the franchise. And I want to see more good licensed games, but good licensed anime games, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think
it's a shame.
They're trying. And I think that's what's important. Yeah. I think what we're so used to is, and we talked about this in a podcast, but anime games and movie games, they just don't try. No. They just take the franchise and they just make a game of the IP, and they just make a game and they're like, all right, let's make some money. And I think, Koei Tecmo had been doing that for a while. Yeah. They were just kind of taking their games and are taking the IPs that they get, making games for them. We saw the same thing with Legend of Korra, extremely low budget, and then thrown to Platinum Games in the same
They
thing.
did everything they could to save it.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, that was one of the worst rated games of 2016.
I saw.
And
I love the Ninja Turtles and I love Platinum.
Yeah, and it was just like, what is going on here? So it's unfortunate to see those things, but I am excited for Berserk and Band of the Hawk. I was excited just to see and play a little bit of the Attack on Titan by Koei Tecmo, and I'm excited to see kind of how they keep taking these IPs and reforging them.
I think also the anticipation for me also comes from seeing all the other licenses that they were doing this with. Like, if they can have a Dragon Quest Dynasty Warriors game, why can't I get my Berserk
Legend of
game?
Zelda.
And then they're like, okay, here you go, nerd, whatever. And I was like, yeah, Zelda. And people love that Zelda game.
Yeah.
They really love it.
I think it actually is a testament to kind of like Diablo.
Yeah.
Diablo is all about skills, right? Like, if you guys don't know Diablo 3, great game.
We played it so much last night.
I've beaten it a couple times, and I'm back into it again. But it's a fun game because it's all about just killing things in front of you, collecting loot, and powering up and leveling. It's the classic loop. Which is why I like games like Darksiders 2 or Borderlands 2. It's the idea of kill what's in front of you, gain loot, level up. It's like a classic RPG, but with action involved. And so I think that they're doing the same thing.
Perfect format for that.
Yeah. So I'm happy to see that happen but have more care with it. So
100%.
Yeah, good choice.
Thank you.
Good choice.
What's your number 9?
My number 9, I'm not going to talk too much about this game because I believe it's on your list as well.
Much higher.
No spoilers to where it is, but it is definitely higher up on your list. This game is Nioh.
Oh my god.
The spelling Nioh. If you guys are interested in seeing some gameplay of the beta, unfortunately did not get my hands on the beta, but Yong Ye did. YONGYEA. Go ahead and go over to his channel, search for Nioh, and he did a full stream of him killing all of the bosses within the beta, and it was a lot of fun. So, it's an awesome game, very similar to Dark Souls, that Dark Souls feeling, but it takes place in feudal Japan. So to me, it's kind of like, again, not talking about it too much, but it's a mixture of Ninja Gaiden, and the Souls series. So I'm really excited to see how it goes. I do kind of miss my Ninja Gaiden games a little bit. So, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll guff on about it in 5. Why it's in my top 5 most anticipated.
Oh, top 5. Where in the top 5?
Who knows? The next 3 games that I have are actually horror games.
Okay.
So, you know me. I love my horror, but I'm so scared of everything. But this comes from a series that I absolutely love. So, Call of Cthulhu, the official video game. There was a Call of Cthulhu game in the past, but it traded in a really cool atmosphere and okay game mechanics for a really weird ending where you actually fight Cthulhu, like the monster and stuff like that. Whereas in the book, there's a lot of differences there. Like, seeing all these horror games like Layers of Fear or Amnesia and all this stuff, they take Lovecraftian influence 1000%. Like, there's so many of these games that just take Lovecraft influence and implement it into horror. So there was a bit of me that's like, well, why don't you just actually do one of the stories? There are hundreds of short stories that Lovecraft has written within this universe, and you could literally take any short story that he has and make a great horror game out of it. So these guys were like, we have the license, and we have the... I forget who develops this, but I think it's in really good hands. So we're just going to do Call Cthulhu, the very first official story of the Cthulhu mythos. And so when it comes to... This is going to be a very interesting blend. I advise that you go on Extra Credits, the YouTube channel, and go on as why video games do Cthulhu incorrectly. Because the whole idea is that the horror comes from your place in the universe, how small you are, and you not being able to understand this fundamentally gigantic presence in the universe. Which, by the way, Darkest Dungeon does absolutely perfectly, because your characters, from looking at a thing, can die.
If you're interested in learning more about Darkest Dungeon, check out our other... Don't look in the eye. I'm not going to do the eye. I'm not going to do it. But look at our older videos. We've got... that was in top 10. Those, top 10 top games of 2016. So go ahead and check that out. Yes. But so the game being Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. First person, horror.
Interesting.
Let's unravel the mystery of what the hell the Cthulhu cult is in a first person horror setting. This was meant to be made forever. Yeah. So this is going to be my my chance to have one of my favorite stories of all time be in a video game.
I've never seen this game at all, so I'm actually surprised that it's on your list. We'll definitely have to take a look. Obviously, there will be some footage down below. But yeah, I'm excited to go ahead and take a look. And obviously, I love horror games for other people to play.
It debuted E3 2016.
Okay, so recent. So that's probably why I don't remember too much. But okay, Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu. Interesting. That was your number 8?
Yes.
This is my number 8. It's interesting because it's in a similar vein, but not exactly the same game. Not in any way.
Oh, this is a great choice.
But similar. Prey. If you guys don't know what Prey is, it's by Bethesda.
Oh, geez.
I was really excited about the new Prey. Prey 2? 3?
2,
I think.
2.
But yeah, there was a Prey title that was announced. It was on like the cover of Game Informer at one point.
Prey? Did you guys know what Prey is?
You don't have to know what it is.
Okay.
There's the original title is kind of irrelevant. The second one would have been a big deal, but because it was canceled, they're kind of reimagining it. Reimagineering it as a very different thing. It's similar to kind of BioShock Infinite or BioShock, the first one. Maybe.
I would say very similar to BioShock.
Yeah, it's you're on a space station. It's a little scary. You're fighting these creatures that if they get out of the space station, all of life as we know it is screwed. And you gain these powers, again, very similar to BioShock, and it's by Bethesda, so I'm really excited for that. It has a lot of potential, and it looks really, really great. And again, it's kind of in that same vein of, it's got this horror stuff in it, or maybe thriller is a better word for it. It's got some thriller in it. And it's got, there's just a lot going on. And I mean, definitely take a look at the trailer down below.
Incredible gameplay, man. Like, I was really enamored with it.
Yeah, the gameplay looks awesome. Obviously the story and things like that looks great too. So, with all those things involved, I'm really, really excited. But yeah, I don't really know why I'm so hyped for it. Maybe it's just because I'm kind of missing that single player, first person action, but like, thriller, all these different things going on. I got into BioShock late, and so to kind of play this new game that is similar, I'm pretty excited for it. So
I think it's a great choice.
Yeah.
And I think it's perfectly sit on your list.
Thanks.
So did you want to get to mine?
Yeah, go for it.
So, number 7 is Little Nightmares. So, Little Nightmares, I was trying to look up the studio that made this game, Little Nightmares, but it is a 3D platforming game in this really horrible, like, dystopian, really, like, nightmare-fueled place of a game. Little Nightmares is a puzzle platformer developed by Tarsier Studios and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. The gameplay will speak for itself. Holy crap, this looks horrifying. This looks great. Like, I'm always a sucker for artsy horror games, too. Like, I think that was kindled by, like, me playing Limbo. Like, just, that was just, like, the pinnacle of, like, horror platforming for me. And, like, I love how that's becoming literally, like, a genre in itself now. I've yet to play Inside, but it's getting Game of the Year recognition all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely get a shot to that. But Little Nightmares just looks great, unique. It reminds me of Little Big Planet in a kind of a bigger 3D space. Because whereas in Little Big Planet is the 2D platform, you travel between 3 planes, forward, middle, and background. This actually has a full 3D space for you to do. Manipulate objects, escape horrors from, like, jumping and eating on you. Horrible, like, it's like a horror game done by Tim Burton, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a mixture of Tearaway and like The Evil Within.
Ooh, yeah.
The Evil Within
That's a perfect
The Evil Within is like escaping a lot. It's a lot of like, oh, here's a giant evil thing, escape. Sometimes you're killing things, but most of the time you're escaping.
It locks you in a room with that one boss that kept killing me over and over.
And then, but there's also that tearaway aspect of like the artistic portion. I'm actually very surprised this is on your list.
Oh no, this is one of those things where I was just silently hyped for it, and then I check like every day for tweets of more information about it.
Interesting. The fact that it's on your list. But I'm not too surprised, just because it is a horror game. You're interested in horror, things like that. So, cool. All right. So, actually, maybe we can talk about this off camera. We'll talk about it off camera.
Sure.
I'm surprised that that's on your list. I'm surprised that both of those games are on your top list. and not a specific game that you mentioned in honorable mentions.
Okay.
That was a little surprising to me.
Sure.
But maybe we'll have that in a conversation on a stream.
Sure.
Okay, cool. So, my turn for my number 7. My number 7 is, and I'm going to give this another shot. I tried this.
Another what?
I'm going to give this another shot. My game of the year, my most anticipated game of the year last year was a game, Tom Clancy's The Division. And it didn't do very well. I didn't even buy the game.
No. Got that beta, man.
Apparently it might be better now. A game that I will never invest in. It just is not worth my time or money. But there is another game coming out, a Tom Clancy game. Mind you, Tom Clancy is just, means it's a style of game, right? So,
like a universe.
Yeah, it's like a near future technology, things like that.
He's not writing it, he's dead.
Yeah, right. But the idea of Tom Clancy is in it. So, it's Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
This is such a you entry, and it's one of those games where I'm like, I'm going to let you.
Yeah, I love third-person shooters. I also love Ghost Recon. So I'm excited to see where Ghost Recon Wildlands goes. It is honestly the Division I was looking for. A game.
This looked more like what I thought the Division was actually going to be. You know what I mean?
A third-person shooter with first-person shooter mechanics, actually, that is co-op. So you basically are part of the Ghost Recon Squadron, and you're flying into Bolivia, I believe.
Taking down the cartel or something.
I hope that's correct, yeah. Taking down the cartel, and it just looks awesome. You basically decide which way you want to get in, and you decide which way you want to get out, and you do it with your friends, and that's what I want. You can play it by yourself if you want. I'll probably play a good amount of it by myself until one of my friends gets it. But I'm really excited for this game. And it's one of my most anticipated because if you look at my other games, Prey, Neo, Gravity Rush, they're games that I'm definitely interested in, and I'm anticipated for them to come out, but they're not games that I need to get on release. Neo, you'll probably get on release.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, okay, fine. I don't need to get it. I'll wait for you to beat it. Let me know how it goes.
This game is definitely a phone call game for me. Now let me explain to you what this means. The phone call game is when I'll be sitting doing nothing and I'll get a phone call from Chaingear and I hear this. Oh my god. What? This game. So when I hear that, like when it's a co-op game, and that's definitely a phone call game in general. Like, you're going to call me to tell me, oh, this is definitely worth it. I need you to buy this so you can play this with me. Mm-hmm. So the reason why it was not on any of my lists was because this is a phone call game. Like, he's going to tell me all about this.
Yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Really excited for it.
It looks huge.
And I hope it does well.
Intimidatingly huge.
It doesn't seem that big to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because The Witcher just seems like a little overwhelming. Yeah. It doesn't seem that long. Like I think the maps look big, but I don't think
could be just from that one, the 2 demos that I saw and that one big desert map thing.
Yeah, I think it's more. I mean, like Just Cause is a massive game,
sure,
but it doesn't feel massive when you play it. But we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't feel massive like when you're in the setting. When you use the map and you look back out, you're like, holy crap, I didn't do anything.
But with the in-game travel and like whatever.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the game. Really all I have to say about it. I hope you guys are excited for it as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Peaches, what is your number 6?
Of my bottom top 5.
Yes.
I'd say. Friday the 13th, the game.
Okay. Another horror game.
Another horror game. I told you there was going to be 3 of them. Now, Friday the 13th, the game has been a game that I've been following forever. I backed it on Kickstarter, too.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was one of the things where it's like, I have $1 here. Or it might have been a lot bigger increment than that. I have to check my list.
Sure.
So, yeah, no, it's a vice of mine. So, Friday the 13th is one of those franchises that I just love. I know it's bad, but it has such a lineage and such a history that, and I have such an attachment to all of them. Like, I can, recite every single one of those films beat by beat, 1 through 10. Yup. Freddy vs. Jason. Yup. I know all of them by heart. Even the new Michael Bay films, which I don't think are as bad as people think they are. And this is someone that hates Transformers, the new movies.
I like Transformers.
Yeah. So again, I had this idea when I was at AI. Literally a week before they announced this, I was like, why isn't there an isometric multiplayer horror game where one person is the slasher? And then the other people I actually developed a story for this for a homework assignment for my concept art class that I took there. where other people play as camp counselors or like horror game stereotypes to take down the monster or escape. So not long before that, Dead by Daylight started to become a thing, and then Friday the 13th. And I was like, okay, thank you. I didn't expect to get a response this quick, but sure. But Friday the 13th is just like, you take the OG, you have a studio that like owns the license now. Like the guy that had the license was like, here, make a game. And then Adam Sessler is also like producing this thing, and I just trust that man and of our kind of weird obsession with this franchise too. But it's one of those things where it's just a fun game for like I imagine that my friends and I are gonna jump in, maybe most likely be counselors and trying to escape Jason together, or I'll enjoy murdering my friends as Jason. So it's not a game that even though I kickstarted it, it's one of those things where it's in beta now. It's one of those things where I'll be able to wait. I'll be able to wait and be like, okay, iron out all the kinks because it's a multiplayer focused game. If there's not a campaign, that's definitely going to be an extra wait. So, I love Jason. I love the idea of isometric horror multiplayer, and I love the idea of playing this with my friends.
Okay.
But I need a campaign, and I need to know how this works.
All right. Yeah. Interesting. I'm still really surprised. This is like the three of your top 10 are like.
But when I get into my top 5, you're gonna be like, oh, they're.
I mean, they're just. It was surprising just because they're all indie. All three are indie.
Oh yeah, they are.
And they're all like not super well known horror titles either. So it'll be interesting to see how those games actually fare next year. Just because there's obviously a lot more risk comparatively to Resident Evil 7 or Outlast 2, right? Which if you're interested in learning more about those, we may or may not have talked about them in our honorable mentions. But
also because they're like not exactly new IPs. Well, they kind of.
Sure. Little Nightmares is definitely, that's like brand new, kind of out of nowhere. But yeah, Call of Cthulhu, obviously a Cthulhu game.
And I think you can really understand where I'm coming from what they represent for me personally.
Sure. Yeah. It's interesting to see, if you take a look at our last year's most anticipated and this year's, you can see where your taste in gaming is going.
Right.
Kind of as a disclaimer, not disclaimer, but a little bit of explanation, Peaches is a younger gamer than I am. And when I say younger, I don't mean like in age. I mean, you are younger than me in age, but like younger as in just like kind of building your taste of gaming. Like I started with RPGs when I was very young, and you know, I was able to play lots of games on my GameCube and my Game Boy, and I tried a lot of variance in maturity levels and variance in, even though I was only allowed to play like, you know, E-rated games. Like I was able to play different styles of games. And where you kind of started out, you know, playing maybe like Sonic when you were young.
Side scrollers, man.
And then lots of side scrollers.
Sonic 2, Sonic 3. I played a lot of Lucasfilm like venture games too. Yeah. So.
And then you hit the Wii.
Then I hit the Wii. And the thing is, like, the PlayStation was always a side thing to me. I was like, hey, you want to play a little Metal Gear? And then I played the crap out of Kingdom Hearts, of course. But
yeah,
so it's not until I reached into my real teens when I really discovered what I really super got into gaming. Now it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see your taste overall are changing in general, but it's interesting to see the difference between last year's and this year's. Okay, so here is my number 6. And this, the other ones, if you couldn't tell, like, I'm excited for. This I am hyped for.
It's your number 1 of your bottom 5.
I am hyped for. This is my number 6. 6 out of 10, bottom 5. Guys, I'm so hyped for this game. Oh my god, I beat the first game.
You beat it.
Shadow Warrior.
He doesn't beat games.
Shadow Warrior, I beat it. And it was so fun. It is a ridiculously fun game. You literally just go out and you're a guy who makes a whole bunch of penis jokes.
His name is Wang.
His name is Lo Wang. And he just goes out and just chops off people's heads.
He's like a ninja Duke Nukem from what I
Yes. Yeah, he's basically a ninja Duke Nukem. And he's awesome. You have an awesome weapon wheel, and you can switch through all these weapons. You have magical powers. You've got a sword. Oh, it's just so cool.
Guns and swords.
It's so fluid.
Is it like arena style fighting game or like
not fighting game. It goes back. It harkens back to games like Wolfenstein. And sure, yeah. I mean, it's not an arena style shooter in terms of like Marathon or Halo, because it's not multiplayer. but it's more like
Open
Doom.
maps,
Yeah, Doom and Wolfenstein. It's an old game that was remade, reimagineered for our time period, just like Doom.
Using the Disney.
Yeah, because it's awesome. Just like Doom and Wolfenstein, and it did very, very well, but it didn't lose its I don't know. It didn't lose its style, and its personality. And I'm really excited because Shadow Warrior 2 is more of what I wanted, and it's co-op.
Co-op, yeah, up to 4.
So up to 4. So
this is good.
I'm really excited. For those that don't know, Ballistic Phoenix doesn't have a PS4, but getting a PS4 pretty soon. Both of us beat the game. So we're really excited, and I'm hoping that you get it because it's just fun. It's the kind of game that you would enjoy. You just go out and just kill stuff. I mean, it's that like I'm shooting everything and then chopping things heads off and then blowing them up, and it's just so much fun. It's just chaotic fun.
To see my real preference in playing first-person shooters, I should send you 2 video clips. One, my Titanfall 2 training footage. And 2, just me playing Doom.
Yeah.
Those are the shooters I love the most. And if they're first player, if they have a first player campaign, first player. What?
I say the same thing.
Single player campaign.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for Shadow Warrior 2. But we're actually going to stop here.
Yes, we are.
What? Yeah, we're going to stop here.
We're showing restraint.
And this is like a 30-minute video already. And I didn't want to go ahead and jump in and make this video an hour and a half like we did the other one. So we're going to stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
We know Jurgen will watch the whole thing.
Of course. But I'd like for you guys to watch this, obviously, and be able to tell us what you guys think about our top 6 through 10 for 2017, most anticipated, and let us know, are you interested in any of these games, and what are your top 6 through 10? And we'll be talking about our 5 through 1 tomorrow, maybe, I don't know when this is coming out. Probably New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, this is probably New Year's Eve, then probably New Year's Day. You guys will see 5 through 1 or 1 through 5. Top 5 most anticipated games of 2017. Like this video if you like it, dislike it. If you dislike it, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more awesome Chaingear gaming goodness. I'll see you guys online when I play games again, and I'll see you in the next one.
Holla at your holidays.
Holla at your holidays. Thanks a lot, guys.